Hello, this is Alder5, and in this video I will teach and explain all the strategies you can do to get a good high score in Mite Knight from Bug Fables. To explain, there's a lot of strategies you can do to get a really good score. As of this video, I have the the highest known score, which is 12,519. And to get such a score is not easy. There's probably a lot of practice you can do to reach this. Even at 12,000, it's relatively really hard to do. There's only a couple of people that I personally know that achieved it. But hopefully, if you follow all the strats that I am teaching in this video, you'll probably get a pretty good score. So, first off, the way Mite Knight works is there are only three factors that determine your scores. The most important one is the health that you have at the end. So, after you finish floor 3, the health that you have at the end is the most important thing to your score. Even if you have 5 hearts out of 6, this is a huge penalty. You really do not want to. Like, what I'm saying is, if you have five hearts out of 6 by the end, you should go out of your way to get a potion to heal that last one. It's this important, and this work to do. The second factor, most important factor, is the subtotal. So, before you finish the game, your subtotal on the lower left corner of the game can have a maximum of 6,420. This is because each floor has a set amount of enemies, and grabbing the key and unlocking the door each gives the same amount of points. So if you put all of this together, the max subtotal that you can get is 6,420. Each enemies gives 120. It's 10 per hit. And 100 for the kill. So you need 2 hits to kill them, so the total is 120 per enemy. You get 500 for grabbing the key and 400 for unlocking the door, which you need to do anyway. So this is the second most important factor. Interestingly enough, the least important factor is the time. So the amount of time you have left at the end. The reason I say this is interesting is because for some reason, the text in this game, when they explain you how the game works, it's a little misleading. This is fine. 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 There we go. Try to clear the game fast and without taking damage. That's not necessarily the best play. What I mean by this is, if for the achievement you need a 9,500, I would more recommend that you just kill every enemy. Don't worry about the time, but as long as you kill every enemy and at the end you have all your hearts, you could have literally like 5 seconds left on the timer and still get your 9,500. It's not too hard. If you have trouble with it, it's very likely because you're going too fast through floors without killing enough enemies. You could easily get that score while skipping a few enemies, but I would just recommend to just kill everyone and even search for them if you're missing 1 or 2, because it's really not hard if you kill enough enemy. But time should be the least of your concern unless you're playing at a high level, like if you're trying to get a 12k or something, which I am going to teach in this video how to go fast. But yeah, so now that I explained this, before I actually go and start playing the game, I need to first explain the basics. First of all, you always spawn in the lower left corner. Always, always, always. You always spawn in a corner, and it's always going to be the lower left one. And as the compass points me, the exit is always at the opposite corner, so top right corner. Like, if I go along the edges of the map, which I will explain later, but these corridors on the edges of the map are very important for this reason. See, there we go, there's the exit. It will always work this way. And what's helpful about it is, one of the things that you really want to pick up quickly is you want to have a sense to keep your orientation. Because at the start, I always know that the exit is top right of me. And I always know that I'm in a corner. So if there's a way that I can reliably tell, okay, I'm facing the exit, I just need to go to the right a bit, this is good. Because I can, when I'm done with the floor, I can just try to go for the exit, since I will know where it is. Because you noticed it earlier, right now I was on the edge of this map. There was a corridor right here that led to it. And I think this one leads to it too. Sometimes they're in this format, sometimes you'll have 2 corridors. Sometimes it has 3 wide. Sometimes you have 2 like this, with 1 block in between them. And on the top edge of the map, there is one like this too. Most of the time, this will be the case, like around 95% of the time. It's extremely common. If I check this one... See, this one is a 2 wide. So as long as you go on the edge of this corridor, you'll always get to the exit. I'm mentioning these because they appear so frequently, I call them exit corridor. Because I do not want to get into them until I'm done with the floor. When I'm done with the floor, I actually want to get to the nearest I can and go right to the exit, because I know it will be there right at the end. Like, you don't necessarily need to fiddle much to search for the exit, is what I'm saying. You should be able to get to an exit corridor and just go right to the exit. Now, about the key, I will reset this one so that I have more time to explain. Now, about the key, do not worry much about searching for it. The reason is, since you want to kill every enemy anyway, you will eventually stumble upon it. Like, there we go, I just stumbled upon the key. Because the key is in any room. Now, it can happen that the key is alone in its room. That can happen. But usually, if you want to, you will want anyway to scan the entire map for rooms and such. So even if you get into this situation, the worst that can happen is it will be one of the few rooms that you miss to check. So if you're good at scanning every room in the map, you should be good. Okay, so now I will describe quickly about combat. So the way ants work is, if you get close by, they'll try to attack you. Like right now, he's trying to move a little bit. That's because he's attacking me, but I mean shield. There's 2 ways that you can kill them. The one is you hold up as you shield and you unhold it. I don't like to do this because it feels unoptimal. What I like to do is when I approach the ant, I hold up and I mash the shield. This allows me to maximize the time I shield while minimizing the time that the ant can attack me, because the ant takes a while to attack you. You have to be in front for about a second or 2. Because, like for example, if I unload... See, there was a little delay before it can do this. So I'm minimizing the chances that it can do this. And I'm losing the least amount of time, because the problem is, if you hold shield too much... See, there is a little amount of frames that I'm losing because I'm shielding too much. So what I like to do is I just like to spam the shield. You don't have to spam it all the time, like when you move. That's not necessary. You just need to spam it when you approach one, like this. That's all you need to do. The same strategy applies for wizards. The only thing with wizards is that you don't have to spam the shield when they shoot a ball at you. You can just hold the shield and then approach him. That's fine. Okay, now let's talk about how do you know if you're done with the floor. Currently, I know I'm done with the floor, and the reason I know I'm done is because if you check on my lower left corner, My score starts with 1-4, and I'm on the first floor. If you check the first 2 digits of your score, you can know if you're done with your current floor. The first floor it's 14, the second floor it's 35, and the third floor it's 57. So right now I know it's 1-4, so I know I'm done. You can also tell by this method how much you're missing. Remember, the key is worth 500 and each enemy worth 120. So if, for example, I had 1340, I will know that I'm missing an enemy, so I will need to look for him. Okay, so there's that. I will do a full run later on, and hopefully I can showcase a pretty good score to go on with it, just to show what I'm doing. So don't worry if you don't get this now. I will recap everything once I get the full run. Nice. Next, let's talk about movement. You want to strafe as much as possible. To strafe, you hold shield and you go left and right. Because if you don't hold shield, you turn. Which is fine, but if you keep turning, you can lose a lot of time. Like, for example, when I start here, you really don't have much choice here. You either go up, then turn to check the room, or you can go straight right and just scan the room. I will reset so that I have more time. One other thing while I'm here to explain movement. When you're scanning the room, don't worry to not pass through every corridor. The only thing that matters is the rooms. For example, here, I have a pretty good view of this room. I can even see a potion very far away. This is because the enemies and the potion have a very, very far draw distance. I could see them on the other ways of the map. But if I go right, here, oh wow, that was interesting. So, but the point that I'm trying to say is you can see everything. The reason I was interested just now, by the way, is because this is what we call very good RNG. You want this. You want large room with big clusters of enemies, because it's very easily to dispatch them quickly. For example, oh, I was stuck a little bit here. I actually saw the last enemy. He was just sitting there. And there we go. I will already be done with the floor. This is really good. You want large room with a lot of enemies. Bad RNG will be small room where they are very spread out across them. That's not great. So there is a part of RNG in here that you will have to grind. But there's a huge part of skill involved here. Like you saw me move, I strafe when I could. Although sometimes I got a little bit stuck, so that could be improved, but my point is, you definitely can get better at this game despite the RNG. It's just, you have to get good at orientation, scanning the rooms, and just remembering where you've been. And where you could have been missing rooms. Because what can happen, by the way, is you're missing a bunch of enemies. Usually that's because you forgot to scan a room. Anyway, also, when you're done with the floor, since you know where the exit corridors are, you can just orient yourself so that you're facing the exit and take the one nearest. For example, I'm going to take the left one. So I'm going all the way to the left. Now I know I'm on the edge of it. Now I know I'm on the exit corridor, so I can just go through this. I don't even need to turn, because I know the exit will be on my right. There we go. And now you can unlock the key and blah 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 blah. So that's about it, I would say, for movement. We can talk about approach with the enemies near a wall. Although this is not the best floor to showcase this, because these floors tend... Yeah, I'm just going to grab the key and go to the second floor. Normally you wouldn't do this, this is not great, but it's just because it's usually the second and third floor generate rooms to showcase what I mean a little better. Okay, here. This is a good example. This ant right here, if I go here... Well, okay. Oh my god. I need to position him so that I can showcase what I mean. He was in a good position. Okay. So, if I go here, he's going to hit me immediately. So if you see him, go... Oh my god. I'm going to kill him if I... Okay. You want to approach him this way. Like, if I go up, he's going to hit me. So what I want to do is face him like this way, shield, and then strafe to him. This will happen a lot if you don't do this. Like, they're just going to hit you to the wall. Oh, by the way, just to showcase what I mean with wizard, like, it doesn't matter. You can just hold shield. It's only when you're next to him that you have to spam. Okay, so that was a lot to take in. I will do a full run right now, just recapping what I'm doing as it goes. I will also talk about the RNG I'm getting. So I actually don't know what I will get. So we'll see how it goes. So here I'm spotting a large room where I'm facing. So I decide to go for it. There's nothing. Oh wait, when you're at these intersections, it's a good thing to just turn a little bit, just to check if you're going to miss a room. Right here, this seems to not be great RNG because I'm getting a lot of small rooms. But I think this... Oh yeah, this is not a great start. Okay. Oh, okay, good. So here, you want to make sure that you scan every room. I'm missing an enemy because, as you can see, my score does not start with 14. And now I'm wondering where could I... Because this is the exit corridor here. Yeah, this is the exit corridor. So now I'm wondering where could he be hiding. So see, I'm just scanning along the bottom edge. And it doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Okay. This can happen, by the way. This is not something that is very uncommon. God, he's really is hiding. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now I know that I'm on the top edge, so I can just go right because I'm in the exit corridor. And I know I will reach the exit. Can kill this guy. Okay, so the second floor, we're aiming at a... I don't care about the key, by the way, because this key is quite far. And I want to check... There we go. To see if there's enemies that can reach quicker, because that's usually what happens. I saw another room here. Like, I will go for the key later. It's fine. Oh. Okay, that was... Oh, there's one... Well, okay, they were terribly positioned. Grab the potion when you can, if they're near, because it will make you in a better position later. Also, this is the exit corridor. No? Okay, there's an enemy here. Usually, enemies are not in the exit corridors. They have to actually move to it, which tends to be very RNG. Okay, this is going pretty okay right now. Although, I'm missing one. And I don't like the layout of this. Because this is the exit corridor. This is why I'm turning a bit. Just to see... Am I missing something? Oh, there we go. So, see, yeah, you have to practice this reflex of... You sometimes want to turn at intersections just to check. Am I missing something that's really near me? But yeah. Again, I'm getting to the exit corridor at the top. I know I'm done because my score starts with 3-5. Okay, last floor. We want a 5-7. Okay, I'm going for the wizard here. This is fine because he's the furthest away from the exit that I can see. Oh, gee. I tend to call these rooms trap rooms because there's a corner there and the two corridors leading to it, and it can get really annoying. Okay, but here I can continue here. Oh, by the way, you probably noticed that the wizard have an audio cue when you're near them, when they're shooting balls. You can use this audio cue to tell that there's a good enemy nearby. Like, it's actually better RNG to get these, but they tend to be rarer. I don't remember the rates, but they're definitely more rare than the ants. Okay, now I'm a little worried for that. Oh! Okay. Now, here's the thing. I'm missing 1 health, and I'm done with this floor. I just took the exit corridor. Yeah, I did not want that. Okay. See, this is why you do not want to take the exit corridor early. So, this is worth to go out of my way to get a potion. There we go. And now I can finish. Trust me, the penalty you get from finishing with 1 heart missing is huge. And, oh, by the way, to do these, what I tend to do is I turn, shield, go here, spam, go here, spam. I say this because this is a place where you can easily get screwed up. Like, you get hit and you're forced to finish it because you're way too close to the exit. Okay. So, since I did comments, this time is pretty terrible. But here, I'm proving my point here. I had only 11 seconds left. And although I only have had 11 seconds left, I killed every enemy. You could see my subtotal was 6420 before I took the door. And I had full health when I finished. And I still got higher than 9,500. So when I'm saying that the achievement is very easy, you just need to be mindful of your enemy case. This is what I mean. I could probably have 5 seconds left and still barely get it. Okay. So just to make sure that we hammer down everything, I will be doing a full run, but this time I will actually really try. Like, I won't concentrate for commentary. I will actually do how I will do a typical attempt. Oh, this looks to be good RNG. I'm seeing a lot of ants cramped 1 room. I got hit, that's fine. You can get hit if there's a lot of ants nearby. That's just something that... It's usually not a big deal because there's a lot of potion nearby. Okay, yeah. See, I knew that I was missing a room. And this is a trap room. Okay, nice. I have to go to the left exit to get to the top exit corridor. So what a good first floor to me is 4:30 on the clock. So 4:17 is okay-ish. It's not the best I can... Oh, this is really good. 32nd floor. Oh, jeez. See, this is what you want. Lots of wizards. And lots of enemy nearby. I'm grabbing the key from the side because I knew it was here. So just movement... Oh, this is a trap room. Okay. So just movement optimization that you can do. I know there should be a... How is this the exit corridor? Okay. I was expecting a room here, but I expected wrong. Okay, I'm clearly missing some... Yeah, I'm clearly missing something further from the exit. And after this enemy, I should be done. Okay, I should be close to the... No, I'm in a trap room. See, this is why these rooms are annoying. Because you try to go to the exit corridor, and you have to go to do a detour just to get to them. And sometimes it can happen, you can go through all the way to the map. Okay, 316 is okay. It's not the best, but there is a chance that I can get a 12,000 score from this. If this floor is really good. Okay, I'm going for the key right... Oh, nice. This guy just appeared right in front of me, so I know... Oh, interesting. Right in a trap room, okay. My turns were kind of bad, right? There we go. I knew there was a room there with probably other enemies. Don't afraid to turn during combat, by the way. This is fine. They have a delay anyway for when they try to attack you. I am a little worried, by the way. Because this is the exit corridor. Okay, this is not a 12,000. Oh. Yeah, if you get blocked, that's usually because there's an enemy blocking your way. Yeah, this is a little worrying because I have no idea where he is. Again, this is why you don't want small room, because scanning these is like even me. Oh, that's because he got into a corridor. So the ants move randomly, and sometimes it can just wander around corridors that you don't expect them to. Whatever. This should be a good 11k at the very least. Just being careful to not get damaged. Okay. This should be a good 11k at the very least. Yeah. 11.4k. That's usually pretty good. If you want a 12k, you want to do exactly what I did. So kill every enemy, all your health left at the end. It doesn't matter if you heal, by the way. As long as that by the end you have all your health, that's good enough. If you want a 12k, you want to do the same thing as I did. But your time left needs to be 227 or higher. For the record that I currently have, which is 12,519, this is three flat or higher. This is very hard to do. You definitely want a good RNG, which is why you will likely have to grind if you will want to do this. This is pretty much everything I know. I will welcome everyone to try to beat my score or just get a 12,000. A 12,000 is a pretty good goal to achieve. It's very challenging, and if you grind a lot like I do, you can get very consistent to get these. Like in a play session, I usually get a 12k in about 15 to 20 minutes, which seems really weird, really hard to achieve when you first play the game. But trust me, this is the kind of game that you really want to practice more, so you learn more the movement strat and all. And after that, you can deal with the RNG and speedrunning to it. So that was it. Thank you for watching.